Good morning and merry meet, everyone. Happy Moon Day. I hope you all are doing well today. It is time for our Archetype of the Week reading. Last week we had the Hermit card, which was teaching us to look within, to find that light within, to look at our own knowledge. And how'd you do with that one? How did the Hermit treat you last week? This week we have the Hierophant, and his esoteric name is the Magus of the Eternal. And the rulership is Taurus. The card number is 5. The elements are earth and air. So this is after the Emperor card. It's the energy. The Emperor card is the one of the energy of self-responsibility. It's building something real, strong, stable foundation, having a clear view of reality and where you're wanting to go. So with the Hierophant is commonly this is a place of great strength and great connection to others, as well as a devotion to the great work. So entering the energy of the Hierophant, we come out of the infancy or our pre-teen stage, and we are coming more into education. This card is about learning and growing within the physical life. It is where our knowledge and our intuition are developed. So the Hierophant is often thought of to be a Catholic pope, but he's not. As we well know, Catholics got their ways from other cultures and religions. The Hierophant is an ancient Greek word that came about around the 15th century BC. The word Hierophant means the revealer of holy things. He was the chief of the mystery schools of Ulysses, I believe it's pronounced Elefsina, that's located in Athens. He oversaw the rites of initiation, the teachings, and he offered sacred words, symbols, and chants during their rites and ceremonies. It was he that guided the initiates to the sacred mysteries. The Elysian Mysteries is a very big mystery school, and to the Greeks, it was a special place of theirs as it was connected to the Temple of Delphi. So the Hierophant helps the initiates learn how to go within, how to listen to our inner voice, and to develop our intuition. But remember, much of the Greek mysteries came from the ancient Egyptian mysteries. So the Hierophant would be likened to Osiris, the priestess king, or the priest king, I should say. Now the Hierophant and the high priestess are both equal. They both were chosen by bloodline, or there was a position that was inherited. So the high priestess is the embodiment, whereas the Hierophant is the active teaching of the elements of the sacred wisdom. A.E. Waite stated that the Hierophant symbolizes all that is righteous and sacred in the manifest side, which is the physical side of the world. When we look at the Hierophant card, we see that he too, just like the high priestess, is in a temple setting. This is a place that reminds us that wisdom is inherited from within everything. The number 5 is on this card, and it is the center of the number 1 and 9. So this is about a transition. Number 5 is a number of mediations. It is about adapting and adjusting to the different energies in different ways. This is about intelligence, learning, and education, as well as learning how to be analytical and communicative. This energy is versatile. It's witty and quick thinking, but in the negative, it can be nervous, overcritical, and even gossipy. So the Hierophant is considered the mediator between the divine and nature. And I want to look a little bit at him because I can really go in depth, and this will be a very long video. But let's look at him just a little bit in detail. We can see that he's sitting between two pillars that are gray. And remember, gray is the balancing color. It is white and black mixed. It is also the color of wisdom. He is wearing red, which connects him to the active masculine energy. His inner robe, and you can see it around his neck, is blue, and that connects him to the High Priestess card. His sleeves are white, which stands for wisdom and enlightenment. His crown is 3-tiered, And it's got 3, 7, and 5 designs on each row. 3 stands for Trinity, 7 stands for the 7 sacred planets, and 5 stands for the 5 elements: earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. He is holding in his left hand a scepter with 3 crossbars right here, which shows his domination over the physical, the astral, and the mental planes of creation. He is likened to that of Hermes Trismegistus, which is the master of the body, soul, and spirit. With his right hand, he gives a well-known occult, or I should say esoteric symbol that distinguishes between the manifest and the concealed part of the doctrine. He has 2 monks at his feet, which represents the devotion that initiates must take when beginning a mystery initiation path. They are listening to his teachings. Their clothes have the same flowers that are in the magician's garden. They have roses that stand for desire and lilies that stand for knowledge. This is reminding us to always, always have a thirst for knowledge. Now, when you're achieving union with oneself, this is what is needed. And also look at the cross keys. Okay. They are silver and gold, and they represent both the Hierophant and the High Priestess. These crossed keys represent the unlocking of the mystery. It is the subconscious made superconscious awareness. There are 4 circles with the cross or X's under his feet that connect him to the 4 elements at the bottom of the tree of life. So this is stating that while being grounded in the practical world, he is also connected to divinity at the crown. So he teaches us how to walk a mystical path with practical feet. He instructs us and initiates to reveal, to seek to reveal the mysteries of life. He challenges us to grow, and through that initiation, we regenerate ourselves. Think about being born again. And when we are initiated into the next level, we have to eliminate limiting beliefs, certain lifestyles that we had, or even identities that we carried in that old life. We have to release the old so we become who we truly are, and that is the mystery of life. Know thyself. A.E. Waite also stated that the Hierophant is the channel of grace belonging to the world of institution as distinct from that of nature, and he is the leader of salvation for the human race at large. His placement is very important as this is the point of initiation into the next cycle. Now, initiation can go beyond reason, but it should never override it. Therefore, our inner voice doesn't take away our free will, nor does it advise us to do something immoral or harmful to ourselves. It helps us to recognize what principles are at play or the teaching that is being presented. It is our choice to choose. The important role here that Waite was also stated was that the Hierophant also represents the outer way of the church's programming and dogma, something that is not within the mainstream. This is apparent by the churches that are mainstream today that do not offer the inner workings, the initiation into the mysteries, although they still perform initiations through baptism. Interesting, huh? So it's really important to note that even though this is about learning this esoteric spiritual path that leads us to higher understanding, it is not the same as the controlled way of much of the mainstream religions. Now, the Hierophant, like I said, is connected to Taurus, which is a fixed earth element. It is steady and it is maintaining energy. So the Hierophant helps us to express the sacred that is within us to our outer world. He reminds us that to find the divine within, to get in connection with your higher self, you must go through the challenges. And to challenge yourself is to step up in life, to know more, to do better. Begin working on yourself to harmonize with your shadow. The Keys Cross reminds us that we are to walk in harmony with our polarity. We are to harmonize it within us as they work well together, as well as to listen to our own inner voice. Now, the negative side of this is being stubborn, being, having tunnel vision, being so focused on what you're doing, you're not noticing what's going on around you, etc. So the energy here is about a balanced authority expression, and it is about service and tradition. This is a loyalty, fertility, uplifting of the soul, freedom of belief, kindness, and compassion. In the negative, again, it's about abuse of power, being arrogant, self-indulgent, and to bully others as well. And I see that, believe it or not, in some of these spiritual communities, I really see a lot of bullying with some of the people that are supposed to be guiding others. Now, service is important here. We need to recognize that it is our inner conscious that will guide us to order. Also, we need to look at our personal philosophy. Add value to spiritual traditions, not the programming. Okay? And this is about how to enlighten yourself, illuminate yourself, and connect to your highest self. The Hierophant asks, who am I? What is my purpose? What is the meaning of life? He says that when we devote ourselves to our own spiritual development and our soul, we can reach mastery. All right. Some of the connections, the mythological association is Ellen of the Ways, Bacchus, Percival as king priest, Apis, Hera, Hymen, Dionysus, and all gods of redemption. And I hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. Stay tuned for Wednesday, and we'll talk some more about the Hierophant and how this energy is playing out in our life. So stay tuned. Have a blessed week, and I'll see you next time.